Hello everyone, welcome to a new Plan With Me video. For this month I was inspired by the sea and I will share with you my tips and tricks on how you can turn your bullet journal into an under the water world. For this month I was actually inspired by the stickers that I already made for in my Etsy shop. I hand painted these cute sea animals and I really wanted to use them in my bullet journal. So at the end of this video you can see how I use them and you can win your own set for yourself or order them in my Etsy shop, of course. But if you want to enter the giveaway, make sure you watch till the end. It is open worldwide, so everyone can enter. And yeah, I wish you good luck. Like always, I drew everything in pencil first, so I kind of knew how my layout would look like or how it would turn out. And after that I started with the bottom of the spread, which I turned into the bottom of the sea, of course. I chose a lot of vibrant colors like orange, yellow, green and pink for my corals and other sea plants. I have no idea how they are called, but I just drew something and I got inspired by Pinterest as well. Pinterest is your best friend. For my materials, I chose to use a lot of markers, fine liners, watercolors and my water brush pen. I also used Ecolina, which was a big mistake because this will bleed right through your pages. So I totally messed it up there for a second. I didn't like the colors at all, so I let it dry and fixed it with some blue watercolor paint. Again, I let that dry and used a fine liner on top of that to give it more definition, as you can see later on in the video. For the rest of the layout of this spread, I placed a little calendar on the left page. On the right side, I wanted a good overview of the upcoming events in my personal life. But I also wanted to make sure this would not collide with my work deadlines. So this turned out to be my solution. In the left column, I can write down my work appointments and deadlines, and in the right column I can write down my personal events. This month I will be going to an Imagine Dragons concert with my husband. I'm so excited. It was an early birthday gift for him, but of course I really wanted to go to the concert as well. At the top I created a really cool ocean inspired pattern. It kind of looks like a wave of some sort. I used 3 different colored fine liners to draw half circles on top of each other. I have no idea how I can explain this well enough, but luckily you can see what I am doing here, so you can just copy it. I really like how this turned out. I used watercolor or water-based fine liners, so when I used my water brush on top of it, it kind of made a transition color, but you can also use watercolors as a base and then draw on top of it with your fine liners, if that makes sense. Next up, I painted a jellyfish next to my little calendar, only realizing that I already had one on my sticker sheet. This one turned out pretty cute as well, so it didn't really matter. On to my next spread. I don't really know what happened here, but I think I did not record the first part of filling in my habit and mood tracker. Luckily, there isn't that much to say about this page to begin with. I just wrote down the days of the week and added the dates beneath them. This way I can keep track of a lot of my health goals, like eating vegan, taking my vitamins, making sure I drink enough water and get enough sleep, etc., etc. This month I also want to keep track of my expenses. I want to be more aware of what I am buying, and I hope that this will help me a bit. I will write down the date of the day that I bought something and what I bought and the amount of what it costs. So I hope that this will help to make more good decisions on what I spend my money on. I thought it would also be funny to add a treasure chest on the bottom of the page, and I also drew some sea plants, again some coral, and I think this turned out really cute. Keep in mind that if you want to give more depth and definition to a drawing, that it is good to use different kind of layers and often different kinds of materials. With watercolor, you can build up the color. Don't use too much water, otherwise it will wrinkle the page or the color will bleed through it. When the watercolor is dry, you can add more details with a good fine liner, and this will complete the look of your illustration. With my fine liner, I also added some little and bigger dots on the bottom of the sand on the brown color, so it looked more like sand and it had more detail to it. I think that it turned out really cute this way. Next up is my first weekly spread. On the left top corner I drew a little calendar, so if I make a new appointment I can look at the date and the day of the event, and I don't have to like scatter to my monthly page or the cover page. And beneath the calendar I made a place where I can plan out my meals of the week. I also like to keep track of the hours of sleep that I get, cause seriously I can turn into a witch when I don't get enough sleep, so I have to keep track. For the days of the week I wanted to have a lot of space. I always plan a lot of things, so that is really handy for me. I just drew some dividers with a cute seashell or plant on which I wrote down the day of the week and the date. As you can see, I don't really work in a very consistent way. I almost like dance around the page, but this is for a reason. A lot of the time markers and watercolors have to dry in order to be written on without creating a text or a line that bleeds, if you know what I mean. A lot of the time I also don't know what I'm doing, or I don't have a plan really, so it kind of comes to life while I'm working. So this is also a reason why I am hopping from place to place. After the layout of my spread is done, I can add some more fun things like more stickers or the pattern that I used before. This really helps to give the spread a cohesive look to the other spreads, which I really like. As always, I have to add a little fake sticky note for my to-do list. If you are like me and tend to make books out of your to-do lists, well, make sure to make it tiny so you can't add a ton of things to it. This really helps me to prioritize. And I love how I just used a little bit of washi tape to stick the sticky note to the paper, in a fake way of course, but I like the look of it. Going back to my cover page, I wanted to add something extra. I chose to use some recycled paper and my own stickers. After that, I wanted to add more and more of them on my pages, and it looks so cute! If you want to win your own TristArtist fishy stickers for your planner, make sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Instagram. Comment on the giveaway Instagram post and maybe you will win this cute sticker sheet. The giveaway is open worldwide and will end on the 15th of August. I will contact the winner on Instagram, so make sure to keep an eye out. I hope you liked this video and entered the giveaway, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye!